Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about the Galactic Hub. Oh yeah, we made it! What the fuck? Here we go! So I gotta say, I'm very, very happy to be here. I lost it. I don't know where it is again. Hold on, let me just take a gander. Here it is. Okay, so here's the Galactic Hub. If you haven't seen the Galactic Hub, here it is right here, this Christmas tree looking thing. It's in the Rantagenic Expanse. What's it called? The Rentagenic Penis. So basically, this is it right here. And I gotta tell you, it took me a little bit of time, probably like 5 days to get here, a couple hours of gameplay a day, and I'm very excited to be here. Now, in this video, I want to cover how exactly you're going to get here, what the best method is, how you're going to get here. I already said that. I'm lactating. So before we even start the video, I gotta give a big shout out to Cobra TV. If it wasn't for that guy, I would have never made it to this place. He has a great tutorial on how to get here. I think he's got like 1 or 2. Look those videos up. They're way better than mine, but if you want to watch an even worse tutorial, watch mine. That's a good way to get people to watch your YouTube channel. So, a couple of things. The one thing you're going to need to get here is something called the Pilgrim Star Map, and it's basically a website. I'll leave the link in the description below. It's a website you can go to where you can basically plug in your coordinates and find out where you are in the, No Man's Star universe, and find out how many jumps you are from the Galactic Hub, which direction to go into the Galactic Hub. And you might be thinking, coordinates? What the fuck are you talking about? Well, here's a video. What you're going to do is you're going to place one of these communication transmitters. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. If not, suck my nipple. Basically, you're going to just put that thing down, and you're just going to walk up to it. You're just going to walk on up, whoop, and when you walk up to it, it's going to give you coordinates. And those coordinates you're going to plug into the Pilgrim Star Map to then find out exactly where you are in the universe. And the cool thing about this map is that it not only tells you where you are, hey, here you are, ha ha ha. The other cool thing about it is it's going to tell you exactly how many hyperdrive jumps you have, depending on what kind of hyperdrive you have, and which direction in the galactic map to go to. Because as you can see, 360 degrees, it's very, very dizzying, and it's huge, and there's millions and trillions and quadrillions and quintillion of stars. Quintillions. Reptilian, Charmeleon, Pokemon, gotta catch them all. So, let me talk to you guys about my method. Now, before I even start, let me get out of this galactic map here, and I'll show you. I'm kind of just floating around in space. If we go into... Oh, whoop, that's the wrong thing. If we go into my ship here, here's my ship. Woo! Looks like a little banana. Ezekiel S39. And if you can see here, I have all 3 of the hyperdrives. Here's my hyperdrive here, and then I have the Sigma, the Taiyu, and the Theta. The Theta. And basically, I was able to go about, I think it's like 1,618 light years each time I jump, which is pretty nice. But here's what I was doing, and this is where you can screw this up, so listen to me so it doesn't happen to you. What I was doing, I would craft a warp cell, and I'd put it into my hyperdrive, right? And then I would go to the Galactic Star Map and the Pilgrim Star Map with my coordinates and go, all right, I gotta go 90 degrees this way. So I would go as far as I could go, and I would go to the farthest star that I could, and right when I got into the star system, I would land on a planet, get another transmitter, see those coordinates, plug them into the Pilgrim Star Map, and see how many, if I'm going the right direction. Now, and I would keep doing this every time I would go to a new star map. A new, solar system. Now, you can imagine if you do this, it's going to take you forever, because every time you land in a star system, you then have to go and land on the planet. You then got to craft one of the communication devices to find out what your coordinates are, and then plug them in to the... oh my god, oh jeez. Sorry guys, I think I'm getting killed. We're going to just pause it real quick. Okay, actually, you know what? Better yet, let's go to the Galactic Hub. Or the Galactic Map. Oh yeah, nice and sexy. This is actually a star system that I found recently. And, okay, we're getting off course here. Okay, so basically, I was just... Every time I would go into a star system, I would land, find the coordinates, plug the coordinates in, make sure I'm going in the right direction, take off, go to the Galactic Map, go to the next farthest star system, get there, land on a planet, open my thing, find the coordinates. You can see, like I said, it's going to take you forever to do this. So this is the best method to do. Not that method. The method I'm about to tell you. I'm going to tell you it right now. What you want to do is you want to craft the maximum amount of warp cells. I mean, you can craft as many as you want, but you want to put the maximum amount of warp cells in the hyperdrive, which is 5. So put them all in your hyperdrive, and then what you want to do is open your coordinates and find where you are on the map, how many jumps you are away, and which direction you need to go in. Once you do that, you're going to take off into the space, and you're going to go open the galactic map, and you're going to go in that direction, and you're just going to, so basically the way I was doing it to kind of show you, let me go to the star system I'm at right now. So let's say I just took off, and I'm ready to travel in the direction that it tells me. Let's say it tells me 180 degrees, which is that way. Basically, the way I was doing it was you find the center, and the center is the most helpful tool. It's like your compass almost. And you line up the star that you're on with the center. You see I just line that up there? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Then release off the star, zoom in a little bit more so that you're like right there, and then go in the direction that it tells you. So from me, 180 degrees, we're going to go 90, about 180. And then what you're going to do is you're going to travel, like I said, as far as you can go. Usually that's about as far, maybe a little further. Maybe this star might be the furthest star you could jump to. And you're then going to go to that star system. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's 1435, so you can actually go a little farther, probably to this one here, which would be, okay, this is too far, son of a bitch. Anyway, what you're going to want to do is when you get into that star system, you immediately open the galactic map again and go in the same direction to the next star system. When you get to that star system, open the galactic map, do the same thing, do the same thing, do the same thing 5 times. When you land on in the 5th star system, once you land there, then what you're going to do is you're going to land on a planet and you're going to check your coordinates. Now, the reason this can be a little tricky and you don't want to go more than 5, 6, 7, 8 star systems in a row, maybe even just 10, because what can happen is you can start veering off in the direction you might think I'm going 180 degrees, or I'm going 90, or I'm going up my mother's ass. And what can happen is you can, like I said, veer off, and when you go to check your coordinates and find out where you are on the map, you may say to yourself, I know I just did 10 jumps. I know that I just jumped 10 star systems, and the map will only say that you jumped 8 or 9. Meaning you will lose a warp cell. And you don't really want to do that. Not that warp cells are that difficult to craft. You got your suspension fluid, your electron vapor, your antimatter, so your warp cell. But it can be frustrating when you've got all these warp cells and you've got to travel 100 fucking star systems and you lose a couple warp cells. It can, you can bleed from your nips, I'll tell you that much. So I would say this is probably the fastest method to get there, right? You just want to load up your hyperdrive, travel 5 distances all in a row, and then land on a planet. It'll save your game, and you can check your coordinates. Now, sometimes if you lose 1 warp cell, like if you travel 5 star systems and it tells you only did 4 jumps, no big deal. I would keep going. It's not really a big deal. But any more than 2 or 3, you might want to reload your old save and try it again. Now, there is a cheat. Not really a cheat. It's kind of a method to get really close to the Galactic Hub if you're like, thousands of jumps away. You don't want to start if you're thousands of jumps. You're crazy. You're nuts. You don't want to do that. You can use black holes. Now, on the map, there's something called the black hole ring. You can click on it and show exactly where that ring is. Because I guess, and I haven't tested this, but this map accordingly says so, that when you go into a black hole, it's going to spit you out somewhere in that circumference. So the method is you go into a star system that has a black hole, and you save it in the space station or on a freighter. Doesn't really matter. Space station is fine if you don't have a freighter. You go into the space station, you save your game. You then zoom out, you then leave the space station, and go through the black hole. When you get out of the black hole, land on the closest planet, check your coordinates. Find out exactly where that black hole spits you out. If it's any farther away from where you were, reload your old save, and this is important, save the game again. I can't stress that enough. Save the game again. Save the game again. If you don't save the game after you reload when you're going to try to go through a black hole again, when you go through that black hole and land on the planet, it's going to save it again for you. And eventually that save where you are, where the black hole is going to disappear, and you're going to be fucked wherever you landed. So you don't want to do that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's the main information. I I guess the only other thing I could tell you is don't get discouraged, because although right now I lost where the Galactic Hub is, it's all going to be okay. I don't know where it went. Where did it go? Shit! So a couple of hints with this Galactic Hub to help you out that really helped me out. If you're trying to get to Lenin, I don't have Lenin on this map easily to find. I don't want to waste your time trying to find it. It is a blue star system, if that helps. But one of the things you can do is, let's just randomly pick one of the stars in the hub. And people have named it, you know, it'll say hub, and then whatever, you know, like this is false paradise, meaning that it's probably a paradise that's false. You can look at the distance to the center. See, it says 166,578. Lenin, which is the capital of the Galactic Hub, is 166,592. Now, why is that helpful? Well, because if you're getting closer and closer to the Galactic Hub, and you need to find the Galactic Hub without using that pyramid star map, without using the Pilgrim Star Map, what you can do is you can find exactly how many of these stars are a certain distance from the center and get closer and closer to 166,592, and eventually you'll run into Lenin. And that's actually how I found Lenin. I just kept, okay, like for example, this is 578. So if you go to the center, you know that you have to be a little bit farther from the center. If I can find the fucking center. Here, where is it? There it is. So you want to back up a little bit. Now, I know actually Lenin is up in this canopy area. Oh, that might be Lenin right there. Right here. Ready? Is this Lenin? No, it's at 630. See? Not the right place. So you want to get a little closer. And like I said, it's a blue star system, so it's easier to find than a regular one because, you know, blue sticks out. There's not as many blue stars as there are other stars. I don't know. I might have just made that up. Lactation. So anyway, guys, that's my video. I don't think I missed anything other than just don't get discouraged. Keep heading forward. Use that Pilgrim Star map. It's so helpful. If it wasn't for that map and if it wasn't for Cobra TV, I would have never gotten to the Galactic Hub. But actually, before I go, I just remembered something. Let me show you guys. Let me get out of this. Let me show you some of the stuff that I have actually seen. Now, this is a Diplo dinosaur. I believe they're called Diplos. This was when I first landed on Lenin. I found this guy. And he's incredible, right? This, to be silly here, this was the whole reason I wanted to go to the Galactic Hub, was just to see this guy in person. But what you forget is the journey on going to the Galactic Hub is also pretty incredible. Why? Well, because on my journey, I ran into this guy. Now, you might be thinking, wow, it looks just like a Diplo. Well, it does, because it probably is. But I was so happy to find this guy. Because it's like, dude, this is such a cool-looking dinosaur. It's just like the other dinosaur that I wanted to see. And I also saw some other cool stuff on my journey. Here's another photo of him. I'm over here. This was a really cool planet, by the way. There just was a lot of shit that wanted to kill me. Like, not even, like, the animals, but there's going to be planets that you know of, or as you know of, when you land, the Sentinels just want to kill you, and that's not fun. Because a lot of the cool planets I discovered, and I don't think this is a truth, you know, throughout the whole game, but a lot of the beautiful, lush planets I found had, like, asshole Sentinels. I don't think that's a thing in the game, but it was just something I came across that was really, really obnoxious. Here's some other cool things. Like, this was a nice little sunset, and then this, the moon, or I think that's a planet. Another cool photo was this, where it's like the planet is kind of like half, you know, evaporating. That's not the right word, but you know what I'm saying. I also found these guys in caves because it was really funny. I was walking through a cave because I sometimes like to explore the caves, and I was thinking to myself, man, I wish there were, like, organisms in here. That would be really cool. And then lo and behold, I find this little dude with a mustache, or I don't know if you'd call that a mustache. Probably more like whiskers. Whiskers that are depressed. So anyway, guys, this is my video. Again, here's the Galactic Hub. This is what it looks like, just like a Christmas tree. It's the Rent-A-Jink Expanse. I don't think I said that right, but I'll put it up on the screen here. The Rento-Cinejik Expanse. I'm going to sing for you. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and hopefully make more videos in the future about the Galactic Hub and what else to see in the Galactic Hub. So yeah, if I missed anything, hopefully I'll just re-record this, and we'll go from there. So, lactating sugar.